Why did you decide to join the army?
I was brought up in the army, and my dad served both the army and the navy, and it was just pushed into me, and I did it as soon as I left school. Basically, I went for it.
So what was it like for you growing up as part of the army?
Compared to normal, it was just a normal life, I suppose, really. It was something we were brought up in, and you just got used to it, so...
So does that mean you moved around a lot, or did you stay in one place?
No, we lived in a couple of places in Germany. It was down south, and then when my dad finally left, we settled down in one place in Derby, right until basically I joined it myself.
What rank were you in the army?
I was a private. I did get further, but I won't go into that.
With Remembrance Sunday and the 2-minute silence on the 11th of November each year, how important is this to you as a ex-serviceman?
Well, I don't often actually go to the parades, but I always get a poppy, and I do it my own way in the house because I have actually lost friends while serving in the army.
How effective and or supportive have the Royal British Legion been and other charities to you in your experience?
So I've been very good, actually. So I've helped, especially with my legs, because now, as you know, I use a wheelchair, so it's been very helpful indeed. So any problems, I'm part of the band of brothers now for Help the Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
I do bits for them every year, and they do help me out if I need them. And it's nice to see what they get when they actually get injured now in the army. I wish we had that then. So we didn't get a lot of support when I was serving, but now they get lots of support, and it's fantastic, and it's well needed.
Traditionally, a poppy is red, but now we're hearing stories and we're seeing white poppies and purple poppies, and now the rainbow poppy for the LGBT community. They're introducing a rainbow poppy. Surely a red poppy covers everyone involved.
Well, it's traditional. It's red to represent the blood spilt on the fields. So, yes, it should be red. They shouldn't be changing it at all. So, and I know the white poppy were for people against the wars, but if we hadn't had the army, we'd have been speaking probably another language now.
We hear stories about people saying to ban the poppy. What would you say to that?
No. There's a lot of people gave their lives for us. My grandparents, most people's grandparents were in the war, and a lot of people gave their lives for our freedom to vote and things like that. And the poppy is our way of saying to remember them and say thank you. They should remember all those people that gave up for us and what they did for us, because a lot of people wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the armed forces, Navy, Air Force, all them people.
Going back to World War I and World War II, and maybe other wars as well, they didn't have a choice. They were called up.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, look at the First World War. You was in the trenches, you either ran towards a machine gun, or if you turned the other way, you got shot by your own men. And if you ran away, they caught you and hung you. So, as a deserter. So they had no choice. Whereas now, at least people have the choice of joining the army. They should bring back the national service, because it teaches people respect, morals, how to look after themselves, how to live properly, how to cook, clean, sew, because I can do all that. So, and it's taught me a lot of independence. My granddad and my dad's dad, he served in both the First and the Second World War.
Oh gosh, having to go to both. Wow.
So he was at Royal Grays. So, and then he died about 3 or 4 years after the war. I think it was part of because of things like mustard gas and things like that. It just killed him at the end.
Yeah, and of course then we've got this post-traumatic stress disorder. They used to call it, they used to come back as shell-shocked, but now we've actually got a name for it. And people are actually now understanding it and recognising it rather than saying, oh, just get on with it.
Yeah. So it's nice that they do all that now, because like, when I was in there, we did Bosnia, Kosovo. I was in Albania, one of the last troops had to leave when they closed the borders for that place. Who was actually out there doing adventure training, rock climbing, mountain climbing and stuff. And also we got told, Pack, you've got to leave. They're closing the gates at 12 o'clock, the border, so we had to rush to get out. You could see all the troops massed up everywhere.
Wow.
So, and we didn't get anything for post-traumatic stress or anything. It was a case of, are you all right? Yeah, okay, off you go. So I had quite a few friends actually end up crack up and end up in prison because they just lost the plot when the Gulf War was on.
Well, we see it on the TV and it looks horrific there, but to actually be there within the action to see it live, I mean, you can't help but not be affected, surely.
No. And a lot what they see on the TV, there's a lot of stuff they don't show. Hell of a lot of stuff that they just do not show. So, and you think it's something really big, and you come back up on your R&R right at the end of your tour. Did you see so-and-so on the news? And we're like, what? Not heard of it. That's just the way it is, because it's so horrific.
Yeah.
When I was serving in Bosnia, we used to go across a bridge every day. And it was an army bridge that they'd built. And they come to engineers went down to rebuild the proper bridge that was blown up, and they found a whole village of women and children buried underneath it. They'd actually all been put under the bridge and had the bridge blown up on top of them.
Doesn't bear thinking about, does it?
No, and I've seen pull bodies out of drains where they've been just shot and shoved down a drain hole and all sorts. So places, buildings, and it's had all rotten blood and it's stunk of death, which is a smell you don't forget. So you get on with it. That's your job at the end of the day. It's what you've signed up for.
Yeah.
It's what you do.
I know you're injured, but you're one of the lucky ones who came home. I guess you've got friends who didn't.
Me, I'm very lucky the way I am. A lot of mine's just through over time, whereas some it's instant and they've lost legs, as you know.
And that's what they call all in the line of duty.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Franks, thank you very much for speaking to Surrey Sound today.